What's up, family? Today we have a special guest in the studio, my brother Malik McIntyre.
Man. Thank you, man. Yes, I'm here. I'm back.
Yes, sir. It's good to have you, man.
Man, it's good to be here, man.
Bro, I got a question, man, for you. Why did you decide to be on this podcast today, man? What's the theme for today? Can you help us out? Can you teach the people what's going on? Tell them.
Listen. I need you to come closer. Because this is a secret. We can't tell everybody. In fact, you know what? I want you to share this to everybody that you know. Because this is something special. Mm-hmm. And we want to tell you all about it. Mm-hmm. Because we believe you are in for a great treat. Listen. And I'm just so excited, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Look, this so good, man. Look, this so good.
Game changer.
I bet you I can't even guess. Hey, but anyways, listen. I don't want to spoil. I mean, not spoil it, but I don't want you to be waiting. I'm going to get right into what's the treat. Do everybody know Rayno Victor? Do anybody know who Rayno Victor is? Right. Oh, I see you. Oh, yeah, I found you. Okay, listen. This guy here, Rayno Victor, who we all know to be a leader who just love to pour into people, love to serve. Anybody know Rayno? You know this dude love to serve. But guess what, though? He doing something special. He coming out with something special. Rayno Victor is coming out with a book called Get 1% Better Every Day.
Hey, look, y'all can add to my title. I'm an author, baby. Let's
go.
Come
on, man. Look, everybody can't say that now. I can't say that.
Not yet.
Not yet. I can't say I'm an author. But, dude, how does it feel to be an author?
Honestly, if I feel
Come
like,
on, man.
I feel like being an author is one of those things where you can document your thoughts in real time. And I can send it to people who may be behind bars or maybe in a situation that they're just stuck. You know what I'm saying? And I know people actually in my mind right now that I can give that book to.
So this book can travel, huh?
Exactly. So my wisdom can impact other people in places that I can't stay. You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited about that.
Wow. Listen. So the book is coming out September the 19th, and we are planning something special. We are planning something special that you can join, right? So September the 19th, we are throwing a book release party for Rayno Victor, himself, and we are inviting you. We're inviting you to that space. But in today's podcast, though, we're gonna go a little bit behind the scenes of the book. We can't tell you everything about the book because you got to go buy it.
Yep.
If we tell you everything, you ain't going to go buy it. And if we tell you everything in this podcast, you ain't going to want to come out to the party. But we need you to be in the room so you can join the party. But listen, Rayno, before we dive deep into Get 1% Better Every Day, man, how you feeling, man? What's going on in your world, man? You moved from Kentucky, now you in Atlanta. Like 2 months, right? You been in Atlanta?
Yeah.
Man, what's up? How we been treating you right in Atlanta? Yes or no, man?
Man, first of all, the people in Atlanta are amazing. I love the people. But we want to talk about, can I keep it 100 with you, Malik? I also want to talk about,
it's a safe space, man.
I want to talk about purpose.
Okay.
Jeremiah 29:11 says, for the plans I have for you, says the Lord, plans to prosper you, not to harm you, but to give you a hope
in the future.
And I believe that as we are aspiring to be successful, we know that God has plans for us to be successful.
Yes.
But the reality is, life just be life. And so literally on the way here to record this podcast, I was just speaking at a speaking event. I was a motivational speaker over this at this event, the Next Level Speakers
Shout out
mastermind.
to that team,
and we love Next Level community. We love y'all.
Yep.
And literally my car breaks down on the side of the road.
Man.
I'm that guy on the stage saying, you gotta be a victor and not a victim.
Come on, man. Look, if you think we joking,
and I'm literally the car breaks down.
We'll show you the video, man. We'll, like literally,
it's crazy,
literally,
man. And so me and Malik car smoking up.
Yeah.
He said, man, the car about to blow up. Hey, that joke was so crazy, man. But I will say this, that I think it was almost spiritual, because like we just had this like spiritual high. Like we just came from pouring into people. Yep. We're making some business connections, for the marketing agency. And I just moved to Atlanta. Like, I need every dollar I can keep right now. I literally spent so much money getting here.
Yep. Investing in yourself. That's
investing in business conferences, coaching, traveling. So yeah, I really don't even know how I'm gonna be getting around. But I know, because of the relationship capital that we're building, that I believe that God is going to do something very powerful, not only in my life, because I believe that what God is going to do, and the question is, what's happening in Atlanta? I believe what's happening in Atlanta is just divine intervention, and the devil is sending some, distractions to try to discourage me to fall into that victim thinking. And what we're not going to do is we're not going to allow the enemy to discourage us as we're on that purpose. You know what I'm saying? So yes, we are going to go through stuff. Look, I just said this to let you guys know, look, I'm not perfect. Right? My life is not perfect. We're first generation entrepreneurs. This is expected. But Atlanta, the people have been great. The relationships have been great. Everybody is amazing. But as you're in that journey, things are going to happen. We just got to keep moving forward and getting 1% better.
I agree, bro. Every
single day.
I agree. I can remember the time that I moved to Atlanta. I moved up there with nothing, dude. Nothing, bro. But hopes and dreams. In the city of Atlanta, it's the best place to come to with hopes and dreams. And so, man, well, I just want to say, man, the city, we're glad to have you here, because a man with such wisdom and the victor mentality that you have, the city needs it, man. And so we welcome a leader like you in the city, man.
Appreciate you,
and glad for you to be here with me, man, so we can make an impact, man. Yes, sir. And so, talking about impact, let's talk about this book.
Yes, sir.
Hey, talking about impact, let's talk about this book, man. I just want to start out with this, bro. Sometimes I just be so fascinating at book titles at times. When I read a title, something that catch my eye, maybe in a library, and I see a book that just, because the title just stands out. The title get 1% better every day. If I was in a library and I see this book just hanging on the shelf, I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna pick it up. Like, get 1% better every day. Where did this phrase come from, bro? What's the story behind the phrase? What's the story behind the title? Why that title, bro?
That's a great question. Well, for me, I don't know if anybody's experienced this, but I was broke. Okay. Like, I was a broke photographer, couch surfing, figuring out my business, first generation entrepreneur, first generation college student. And so after I graduated with my photography degree, it was a struggle, man. And so my goal was, although I may be broke, I ain't broken.
Hey,
I told myself
wait.
That's to get 1% better.
Wait. Go back. Say that again.
You might be broke. I'm going to talk to you right now.
Say that again.
But you are not broken. And there are small things you can do to move the needle. Listen, man, my character wasn't broken. I know that. Look. My situation is not broken. I'm just broke. There's a difference.
You're going to cook.
And I believe that there are people right now who are watching this who may be broke right now.
Yeah.
And I believe God is speaking to us right now, because I think that season when I was down, that season when I was hurting, that season when, keep it a buck, girls were rejecting me because I was broke. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
You getting older, right? And I believe that God knew that heartbreak, that pain, right, would lead to would birth something, and that out of that darkness literally comes these words that I would say to myself every single morning. How can I just get 1% better every day at spending time with God when things are dark? How can I just get 1% better at becoming the best version of myself that I can be? I may not have the paper right now. I may not be in the position right now. But Malik, how can I get there? Right? Listen, one of the things I know is there's no such thing as a secret to success, but there's a system to success, and that's in the form of habits and routines.
He just gave y'all a game.
Habits and routine.
Write that down.
There's no such thing as a secret to success.
Write that down.
There's a system. And so The system I say is, listen, ask yourself the question, what gotta do to get 1% better every day?
If people just would wake up every day with that question, like we would actually be way farther where we are in life if we really ask ourselves the question, what can we do to get 1% better every day?
Yeah.
And so,
yeah,
man, I just, you right, man. There is no secret, but there's a system to success.
And I would say this too, systematic thinking is so important because I think it's the difference between, and I think, here's the thing about true success. True success to me is the person, look, I'm not a multimillionaire, but I got multimillion-dollar habits. You're not going to catch me slacking on trying to be excellent. Does that make sense, Malik?
Yeah.
Even though my situation isn't excellent. And so that's what I'm saying. It's like, yes, people think that the secret is I get a picture with E.T. and now, he going to help me blow up. No, you have to model your habits after what he's doing.
Yeah.
He gets up 3 a.m.
It's good.
You see what I'm saying? Like those habits, those routines, I'm sure he's constantly adding value to other people as well. And so I'm asking myself, even on a lower level, right? I may be broke. How can I right now get 1% better
every day
in terms of character and habit skills?
So this started with you asking yourself the question every day, how to get 1% better.
Exactly.
Wow.
Exactly. And that's every leader, every entrepreneur, every person. It don't matter who you are. I think this message is for you because you say you want to change the world, right?
Yeah. I'm just curious though, Rayno. I'm just curious, bro. Because I know it took you time to probably get to this point, right? So, like all of us, bro, right? Like we all have baggage that we bring into life, into situations. And sometimes we are our enemy. We stand in our own way from moving forward in life, from getting 1% better every day. So is there something that you had to unlearn in order to get 1% better every day?
Oh man, that's easy. I think all of us, we have 2 voices in our head. You're gonna have I'm gonna call it the fallen angel. They call it it's like a devil. And then you got the heavenly angel. And there are voices in our head. One voice, we're gonna call it, just to stay on brand, we're going to the victim's voice.
Okay.
The victim thinking, mindset that, man, you see that bank account and you let that bank account say, man, you ain't nothing. You ain't gonna be nothing. You're gonna be just like X, Y, and Z. Or maybe it's the situation that you're involved in, certain situations, like you getting bad news from family, or maybe you're experiencing some health issues, or maybe something happened to you. And there's just this negative voice that comes to your head. Everybody experiences, because you're human. But what I said to myself was, yes, the voice is coming, but I'm still going to tell the voice, what can I do to get 1% better? Yes, the situation is bad, but for me, it's like, okay, those negative voices that I'm hearing, those negative thoughts that I'm feeling, and I believe that the way that you do that is by truly, actively, literally, get up in the morning, spend time with God, pray to Him. And I believe that some of those demonic forces that I believe that are attacking us, I'm not saying they're ever going to go away, but I'm saying, being a man of faith, I believe that God will give us the Holy Spirit, and then He'll start talking to you, really, because it's the voice of truth. And I think that clarity that will come, I'm not saying your life will be perfect, but it will be kind of like when Jesus was in that boat and he had peace in the middle of the storm. And so I would say this, to answer your question, what helped me was just knowing that I'm going to lean into the voice of the victor and be intentional of controlling that narrative, talking to myself, right? Like, you got to speak life over yourself. And speaking life over yourself starts with literally asking yourself certain questions. And this is one of those questions I believe that we should be speaking ourselves, man.
That's good. That's good. I did hear somewhere that we think more negative thoughts on a daily basis than positive thoughts.
I believe that.
And so leaning into that angel, to that victor voice, leaning into whatever, your name, insert your name there. Because, man, we can easily fall prey to that negative voice that says we will never be anything. You can't mount up to this. Nobody in the family ever did it. But yeah, man, listen, man. Now, I hear you told us about how the get 1% better every day came about. Now, if I was to flip the page of this book, what would be in the inside? Give us some sneak peek, man.
Absolutely, man.
I know you got something in there, man.
Yeah.
Tell the people, man, like, give us something.
Yeah. Well, to be honest with you, the framework of the book is we're going to be providing some character and leadership principles, mindset principles to help you overcome having a victim's mindset to having a victor's mindset. So I'm going to be using my name as a framework, VICTOR. And my goal is to teach you, show you some life lessons. So I'll give you an example. One of my biggest moments in my life, as I told you guys, we grew up poor. And I think financial poverty is a big thing. And I've said this to you before, your void will become your values. If you're someone who grew up without money, and if you didn't, praise God. Well, I'm saying, look, if your family blessed, they did what they're supposed to, or your parents weren't like mine, it's okay. We love you. And mom and dad, if you are, I love you too. Mm-hmm. But the reality is that affects you as you grow up as an adult. Okay? And so I'm going to go back to young Rayno, who's selling fruits on the side of the road, and he's literally thinking to himself, how can I add value to my family? Mm-hmm. Right? That's getting 1% better every day. I saw that at that time was helping my mom, working on the farms, getting muddy, getting dirty. Okay. But I want to say this too, Malik. I think the same correlation that I see, you see this kid who is in a roach-infested home, right? He's growing up in a situation where he's feeling like he's not good enough because of his situation. And there's a mindset that's lacking there. But at the same time, he meets a mentor in his life, right, who comes into his life in a situation where he sees this man adding value to other people. And also he gets an opportunity, myself, to add value to the collective consciousness by being somebody who can grow, who can add value. So this probably sounds a little confusing, but Rayno is a person who strongly believes in the first principle, VICTOR. Each letter stands for something. V stands for value-adding leader. Little boy working on the farm. Mm-hmm. He's working on a team with other harvesters, picking fruits and vegetables, saying, how can I add value? He's selling fruits on the side of the road, asking, how can I add value? He has a mentor who's a motivational speaker. Mentor has books. Mentor needs help selling books. Yeah. How can I add value? And so the first principle in the book is, what do I have to do to become a value-adding leader? You should always be asking yourself that. When Rayno starts his media production company, Media Victor Pro, how can I add value to business owners? And we do that by creating marketing materials for them, right, in the form of photo and video, helping them create podcasts and stuff like that. How can we add value? And I want to say this. If you are constantly getting 1% and adding value every single day, Malik. Now, I just told you a little bit about my life, right? Farm worker to filmmaker. Yeah. Right? Someone who was literally working in produce, now he's in production. Come on now. You see what I'm saying? Someone who's literally working in the mud, now he's in media. I want to ask you, no matter where you may start, that's not how you finish, but how you get to the next level is asking yourself, how can I add value where I'm at? Whether I'm in the mud or whether I'm doing media, right? No matter where I'm at, for you, it's real estate, right? Mm-hmm. Whether I'm on that football field, you used to play football. How can I add value to this team? And that's the question I want you to ask yourself. So each chapter is going to have you sit and ask a question. How can I get better in the V, which is adding value? How can I get better in the I, right? How can I get value in the C? You know what I'm saying? How can I get 1% better? How can I get 1% better at each one?
He ain't trying to tell us the other one.
But I promise you, if you read it, that book will leave you better than it found you. So I promise you. Okay. But that's a little taste, because I think that if you don't get nothing from this video, if you are someone who's just a value, this is from real estate. Yeah. What are real estate investors trying to do when they get a property? They trying to see the value at. They try to add value. They literally say that. Yeah. Or you don't make no money. Yeah. We don't make money unless we're adding value to the market.
Correct.
Every industry is like that. And I want to encourage some person who wants to be a business owner. That's what life is about. Yeah. Whether you like it or not. And so that's how we get 1% better. What can you do to get 1% better at adding value today? That's my question for y'all today.
That's That's good, man. That point alone, man. I'm excited to buy that book, man. Being a value add leader, huh? Man. Well, man, listen. I know there is more good stuff in that book, but I know you ain't trying to reveal it now. I mean, hey, you got to be there right now.
You got to read it,
and you got to get the book, right?
Plus, also, this podcast would be like 10 years long if we just go through each point.
True. Listen, man. Because we know that this is a book release party. Not only that it's a book release party, but it's your birthday. We're gonna be celebrating your birthday too, man.
Hey, man, somebody got to do it. Might as well be us, right?
Yeah,
We're gonna
man.
be celebrating.
So, man, so when you come out to the book release party, man, we'll be celebrating Rayno birthdays, man, turning 27 years old.
Absolutely.
And so Rayno, give us a sneak peek. What's going to be happening?
You know, as I said earlier, we talked about adding value, and so I actually wanted to incorporate like a media element to this.
Okay,
you know, I'm a media guy. You know what I'm saying? So we're actually going to be having a podcast party as well. We're going to be up here with the lights and the camera and the microphones. And we're going to do it live in front of you guys because we believe that conversations is how you like change people's situations, you know. So if they hear the right information, you know, it's a powerful thing. So as we're talking about, you know, getting 1% better every day, we want to invite you guys as you're there to join the conversation. So we're going to record one of these podcasts live and they get a chance to see what it's like behind the scenes. And so
ask questions, right?
Yeah. I'm excited about that.
About the book.
Yeah, because we want to hear from you guys, for real.
Yeah.
And to document the whole experience as well.
Yeah.
That would be very powerful.
Yeah, man, bro. So you saying that I should come? Our audience should come.
Absolutely. I
So
think you'll enjoy it.
Somebody wants to come, where do they find more information? How do they RSVP? What should they do?
Absolutely. So we're going to put a link at the bottom of this video. And all the information you're going to need is there. You can go to my Instagram page, see that as well. But I would say that once you fill out the link, make sure that you do it in time so you get those updates, okay?
Yep.
You can know when it's happening, where it's happening, et cetera, so we can keep you updated on everything.
And if you watching this, and if you know you're going to come, please help us out by literally right now, take out your phone and register, because it will help us as we plan this event for you.
Absolutely.
Although we coming in and celebrating the book and also just the life of Rayno, but at the same time, man, if it wasn't for you, we would have nobody to serve.
That's
and so
important.
if you could help us out, because we're trying to serve you, help us out by going and register so that we can keep count of how many people come. I mean, how many people is going to be there, so we can throw an awesome event for you. So just click that link, man, and, you know, RSVP. And don't forget to tell your mom, tell your cousin.
Yeah.
Tell all your kinfolk.
Especially if you in the A, bro. Come
on,
through. If
man.
you in Atlanta,
Come
man,
on,
we need
man.
to see you,
Come
okay?
on.
At least
Come on.
come through. If you can't stay for the whole time, just want to
on.
come. Dap, yeah, let's take a picture, because the reality is we want to celebrate you too.
Come on.
As
man.
we all
That's
get
what
1%
it's all,
better.
This is what it's really all about.
Every single day.
Yeah, man. So you in the A, you heard it from the best. Come on out. This is a special invitation from us, from the podcast, in the studio, literally at 2-something in the morning. We literally recording this at 2-something in the morning because we love you.
Yeah.
And because we know how important it is for this message to go out here, to invite you all out to get 1% better every day.
Yeah.
And so
I think that there's people on the other side of this camera that are hurting, that are going through it. You know who you are. And I believe that we just mentioned it earlier, bro. The car just literally blew up in flames.
Yeah.
Well, it didn't blow up in flames. It was just a lot of smoke. I'm going to be clear.
I thought it was about to, though.
It felt like it was
I
flames.
thought it was about to go.
But I believe that God is positioning us right now, even with this video right now, to encourage someone else that, yes, look, stuff that's happening to me, look, as I said earlier, it's not my fault. There's so many things I can't control. But what can I control, Malik? What can I control? I'm going to control what I can control. And it's real hard when you going through it. But I believe that we are in that process. We're going to be inviting people in this journey with us because, yes, we celebrate my birthday. Yes, we celebrate and get 1% better. But as I said earlier, we want to celebrate you as you are in your own go-through, as you are struggling. Look, we want to really, we want an excuse to inspire you. And so when we have these conversations, when you get a chance to ask questions, when we're talking, when you purchase the book, when you read the book, we want to celebrate your life as well. Not just my life, right? But all of our lives as we're all collectively getting 1% better every day.
Well, yeah, man. And I wholeheartedly agree with you because this is why it's very important for you to really think about that question, getting 1% better every day, is because someone counting on you. Someone counting on you to become who you need to become so they can become who they need to become. And if it wasn't for us right now creating this podcast, producing great content, you would have never knew about this event. You probably would have never heard from our mouth about getting 1% better every day. So we're just challenging you, man. We truly hope that by watching us, that you are getting value, that we are adding value in your life. And the reason why you need to be in that room, because so you can hang around like-minded individuals who trying to get better every day at every single area in our life, not just in business, but in our relationship with God, in our relationship with our families. We trying to become husbands one day. So we trying to get our souls right. And so if you, the type that is hungry, earnestly to get 1% better every day, come on out. This is for you. This book is for you. And so I just encourage anybody who's watching this, I just challenge you to think about that question. How can you get 1% better every day?
We want to see you, man. We want to see you live. We want to celebrate that moment with you. We want to take a picture with you.
Talking about you right there. We need you in the room.
And we want to inspire everyone in the room.
Come on.
And actually, I'm going to inspire the whole world.
Yeah.
To get 1% better than found it. Because the reality is, I feel like if we're intentional of using these platforms, of course, I'm speaking from media because my background is media. If we're intentional of using our platforms to get 1% better every day and to leave this world 1% better than we found it, I believe that we are a part of the solutions that's in the world. And I mentioned it in my point. What better way to add value to people and in the world than through content? And so that conversation we're going to have, the conversation we're having right now, will be cemented in time forever. When we die, unfortunately, everybody's going to die, whether you like it or not. Like, our kids will be looking at this.
Yeah.
And this is a tool and a solution I can give to them. There's somebody who's incarcerated. There's somebody who's behind bars, right? They may have only access to the internet for a limited time, and they can't come visit us, right? They may be in another country. They can speak English, and they want to hear what you're thinking, what I'm thinking. And I think we can use our platforms to just leave this world 1% better than we found it. And so that's what I would say. I would say if you are someone that believes in that and you want to celebrate me, you know what I'm saying, celebrate life, dude, come through, man. Yeah. RSVP. We want to see you. We want to see you.
We need for you to be in that room, especially if you're trying to get 1% better. Not just one day, but every day.
Every day.
This is what it's all about. If you're trying to become something that you never did before, something that you never done before, and you're trying to become whatever it is in life, you have to start by getting 1% better every day. And in this book, it's going to teach you. You're going to lay out a framework, the Victor framework, how to get 1% better every day. Because if it's not you, then who? If it's not now, then when? When are you going to step up in life? When are you going to step out on faith? When you going to do it? Going to keep holding back? I would say act now. Act now. That's our charging point for you, is what can you think about in your life that you can get 1% better every day at? Because at the end of the day, that's why we're here.
Absolutely. That's how I ended up in Atlanta, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's how, me too. That's how I ended up here in Atlanta. Literally, bro. Because I asked the question, who do I want to become? What do I want to do?
Yeah.
And I got tired of wasting my life at doing nothing.
Wow.
Nothing that was building me. And spending time around people who ain't going nowhere in life.
Wow.
But soon when I get in a room with people like yourself who has that victor mentality,
Come on now.
I can go places.
Yes, sir.
And so that's the benefit of being in the room September the 19th.
Absolutely.
Is because you're going to be in a room with like-minded folks who trying to take their life to the next level.
Facts.
That's energy.
That's facts.
That's energy that you probably won't get nowhere else. And so I encourage you to be in that room if you're really trying to take your life to the next level. Would you say right now?
Absolutely. As he said, it's about mindset, it's about character, it's about leadership skills. And I think everybody has their own journey. I don't know what you're going through. I'm not going to pretend like I know what you're going through. But I know that God has called me and he's called us to help remind you, yo, God believes in you, right?
Yep.
As I'm assuming you're in his will, all right? But the reality is there's so many people who want to make a positive impact in this world, but unfortunately, life just be beating us up. And so as life is beating you, I want to remind you, look, being a victor means, look, things are happening to me. And yes, a lot of it is out of my control.
Yeah.
Right? But the reality is I'm going to control what I can control. The victor mindset says it's not my fault, right? Right? I'm not saying that it's your fault, okay? When I say you're a victor, not a victim, I'm not saying it's your fault. But a victor says it's my responsibility to get 1% better every single day. Remember, it's not my fault. I got 99 problems, you know what they say?
Yeah.
Right? But getting 1% better ain't one of them, you know what I'm saying? And I think that is so important because a lot of us, yes, we feel like our lives are, chaotic and crazy.
Man, it is.
But I believe that
It is.
the way we take control is to control what we control. And I believe that 1% getting up better, working on your habits, right? Trying to become 1% better as a friend, right? As a business professional, reading one more page of that book, right? Writing one more page for some of you who are also authors. And who knows? Maybe you'll be the one that's hosting a party similar to what we're doing.
Come on, man.
Maybe you're the one that's actually starting that business because we're first generation entrepreneurs.
Yes, sir.
So the mindset to believe that we could even start a business is harder. First generation college students. Yeah. You can go to college. Some of you may not even believe you could do that. So I'll say, but it all starts 1% but every single day. And I believe that that's God's will for all of us as we try to continue to remind you through this event as well. So please come through. Please come. I think you'll enjoy it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to say, click that link.
Yes.
Don't forget to reserve.
RSVP.
Because it helps us out so we can plan to know how many people is coming. So if you are looking to come, please don't hesitate and help us out to click that link and reserve. Yeah. And by the grace of God, we'll see you on the other side.
Yes, sir.
And we will see you September the 19th. And if you forget, trust me, we're going to hit you every day with a reminder. Come to the party, man. And let's celebrate the life of Rayno. And let's celebrate the book, Get 1% Better Every Day.
And absolutely. And I want to celebrate you too as you get 1% better every single day. Appreciate you, Malik. And appreciate you having me on the channel, man.
Yes, sir, man. That's a little.
Why you lag?